Love it. There was some breaking news over the weekend that revealed who's really paying for Trump's Qatari luxury jet.
All right.
And you know what? It's us.
It's us. It's us.
Let's take a look.
Preparations are underway to refit that Qatari jet that could become the new Air Force One. We are also told some senior U.S. officials have already seen the floor plans. You might remember earlier this year, President Trump announced the Qatari royal family donated the Boeing plane for his use. She's a pricey one, valued at $400 million, and we've learned that getting that jet Air Force One ready will mean the U.S. having to spend hundreds of millions of dollars just to renovate it.
Hundreds of millions. Actually, the New York Times reports nearly $1 billion.
$1 billion, which they were trying to keep secret. Mm-hmm. They had hidden it deep within the budget of our modernization of our nuclear weapons.
Yeah, the missiles, old aging missiles.
I suppose they can justify this because the Air Force One is meant to be a command and control place for a eventual and inevitable nuclear strike by the United States. So they could hide $1 billion in that budget, but then we now know it was there. So now, this is not like $1 billion instead of the money that we were going to spend on the 2 Air Force One planes that were already being built.
No, we're still getting the bill for those.
Those still have to be built. So this is just an extra $1 billion to refurbish this Qatari plane to A, rip it down to the studs to find all the little bugs and listening devices that have been embedded inside of this thing.
That our friends, the Qataris, definitely did not put in there.
How could you think we would do that?
They're our good friends. They
They
give us free jets.
How could you?
That we have to pay $1 billion for. What a gift.
It's
like one of those gifts you're like, oh, it's a free gift, but like, oh, you have to pay for it.
Right. It's like I had to pay taxes if you win on The Price is Right.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Except we're paying it.
But so, John, what was your reaction?
My reaction is it is fucking insane, particularly because, so if they get this finished on a really tight timeline, which a lot of officials don't think they'll be able to, Trump can fly around on it for about a year before he leaves office. And then, of course, as we remember, he gets to take it with him as a keepsake.
Donate it to the library.
To the library, yeah, to the librry. But he's not gonna park it in the library. He can take it anywhere he wants at that point.
Right, like
it's his.
He's not. They're not. He wants it to be. He wants the idea to be that it's going to sit in the library like Reagan's plane. But no, he's going to use this fucking thing.
And no one has said that it would sit in the library like Reagan's thing.
Right, it's a donation. Well, but that's sort of what they've been comparing it to. That's what they want the impression to be.
Exactly.
But they're not. He wants to fly around in this fucking thing.
Yeah, and $1 billion. And also, you got to pay for all the upgrades to make it Air Force One. You also got to pay for the gold trim. He wants gold trim everywhere. Gold everywhere.
And like he needs, he's got to have one of those toilets that puts water up your asshole.
Lots of water.
He's got in every single. He's got to have good flow up there. That's why he's always so upset about the water flow. So, I don't know what we can do about this right now. Not much, but I do think, like, I'm at the point where it's like we need to be saying that if Democrats retake Congress, we're going to shut this down, or at least we're going to force him to veto a bill that would take this $1 billion and put it back into better purposes. Whether or not that's refurbishing Minutemen missiles, I don't know.
Yeah, we got to fix that. We got to upgrade the old missiles. Otherwise, we're going to need them someday, and it's just going to be like a little flag that comes out, just pop.
Yeah, I will say the truth is, for the silos, you really just people need to think there's a missile in there.
Well, now when they see the jet, they're going to know. And just because it wasn't so long ago, even though none of us remember anything. This is when Trump was first asked about this jet, when he was in the Oval Office with yet another poor world leader who's had to sit there and deal with our drama as they come for a visit to the United States. It's now happened multiple times.
Like when a celebrity happens to be invited to some sort of Real Housewives event and then suddenly is there for a big fight.
Yes.
And it's like, I didn't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Mr. President, the Pentagon announced that it would be accepting a Qatari jet to be used as Air Force One.
What are you talking about?
What are you
talking about? You to get out of here. What does this have to do with the Qatari jet? They're giving the United States Air Force a jet, okay? and it's a great thing. You are a real, you're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough. Like NBC, which is fake news, totally. One of the worst. ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk, so why did they give us a plane to the United States Air Force? That's what that idiot talks about after viewing a thing where thousands of people are dead.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I'd take it. I would take it. If your country offered the United States Air Force a plane, I would take it.
How could we forget the white genocide episode of this year of the Trump term when the South African president came and Trump had to defend the fact that our refugee programs have all been shut down except for white South Africans.
It's too long of a season, too many episodes. So part of me thinks too we're like talking about this in the wrong way. Like, the U.S. didn't really accept a gift, and the Pentagon isn't refurbishing Air Force One. What's happening is that Donald Trump was given a gift of an airplane, and he's stealing $1 billion from the government to do a reno. That's what this is. This is Donald Trump is stealing $1 billion from the Pentagon to upgrade his private jet. Right?
Yeah, that he gets it. Yeah. It's our jet. It's the government's jet for a year. It's a lease. We lease it for a year, then it's all his.
It's a lease to buy.
I mean, it's a lease to buy.
It's a lease to buy. He's getting it when it's a donation to him when it's over.
I just, Donald Trump so far is having a real banner year in terms of how much money he's making. He gets a free jet. Mm-hmm. The gold-plated jet, gold-trimmed jet that he's taken with him after the presidency. He and his family have made just billions and billions of dollars in crypto. You get to buy a dinner conversation with the president for a couple $1 million now.
The library.
You can get a pardon if you donate to the president,
or if you potentially if you're willing to say that he had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, that's what I say, and then
which is priceless.
And he'll protect his buddies, he'll protect himself, elites, Jeffrey Epstein, others. He's getting planes, he's getting rich off crypto. Meanwhile, his economic plan just passed, and millions and millions of people are going to lose their health insurance. We're going to get like double-digit premium hikes for people who buy their health care from the Affordable Care Act exchanges. That's going to hit, and they're going to have those notices go out in a couple weeks. Gutting Medicaid. But you know what? Plenty of money for Trump's plane that he gets to keep.
And I don't think any of this will be covered in the library Paramount is funding.
Paramount and... who else now? And ABC. Don't forget ABC.
Don't forget ABC.
ABC. Ann Seltzer got out of it. Woof.
Yeah.
Poor Ann Seltzer. She's the only one that's escaped unscathed.
What's funny about the Ann Seltzer situation is when she released that poll, she said, "Look, I know it's an outlier, and either I'll be proven right or I'll become dust over Des Moines." Some version of that, and it was worse than that. It invited a terrible lawsuit.
Yeah. And now he's got Paramount, he's got ABC, Columbia, maybe Harvard, all kinds of money for Donald Trump. He's making out pretty great. Hope everyone else makes out great. Hope everyone is enjoying those lower prices. Lower prices, lower costs for everyone. It's a golden age. Golden plane, golden age.
I was in Montreal as they say up there, and I'm
still not sold on that.
We've done tour shows all over the country, and when we go, we have a pretty short rider. We're not persnickety boys, but there's a bottle of vodka and there's a bottle of bourbon. That's what we like.
And carrots.
And there is also
celery.
There is carrots.
Some
celery,
people call it crudité,
but not us salt of the earth.
No,
real us. Americans. And there's hummus. So it's a pretty, and plus the oxy. But so. When
that's for Dan.
So yeah, Dan's oxy. He doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't get out of bed. He can't at this point. What with his back problems. But I get there and somebody pulls me aside and says, "Hey, just so you know, we know that the rider says bourbon, but there's no bourbon in Canada."
Why?
Because it's from Kentucky.
Oh.
And so
how could you forget the tariffs?
And we can't forget the tariffs. And so they got whiskey. So, we made it through. But I was just thinking, like, God, who cares about that? But there's just a place that used to sell a ton of bourbon in Canada, and now they don't.
Yeah, that's another bonus for Americans. We get to pay more for shit that comes from overseas and
sell less of our stuff to other countries.
But when it comes to a plane from overseas, Donald Trump gets it for free. We pay $1 billion. What a deal. What a deal. Anyway, that's all we have. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh.
You guys have been doing a great job subscribing because, and again, I mean, I don't want to give you too much praise because all you have to do is just click the fucking button. Just tap it. It takes 5 seconds. It's free. Tell your friends. But here's the deal. We're just announcing something today. If we do not hit 1 million subscribers to our Pod Save America YouTube channel by the end of August.
That's August 31st.
August 31st. Unfortunately, we're going to have to let Elijah go.
Elijah Cohen, who has done an incredible job, who we'd love to keep. We don't want this to happen. We will fire Elijah if this account doesn't reach 1 million by August 31st. Elijah is hearing about this in real time. Well, there's no easy way to tell him.
And look, I don't, we like to give credit where credit's due. This was Tommy's idea.
Yeah.
And he's not in this recording, but we should say, Elijah, if you have another incentive that's even better than firing you for Tommy, we could do that too. We could at least consider it. Lovett and I would consider it.
Yeah,
if
we're
you have a
open.
good thing for Tommy.
Donald Trump is president. We're always negotiating.
Right, but for right now, it's Elijah's job is on the chopping block. So please save Elijah's job. Subscribe to the Pod Save America YouTube channel.